one of the lines that was more interesting on day one, but one of the lines that got me the most excited. Drew O'Connor, Sam Poulin, and Rutger McGroarty. Horwat, are you saying show me more, or you can shut that down?
A little bit of both, because I want to see it. I just don't think it'll happen. So I'm going to say a little bit of both. I like this idea of Poulin getting a push with these guys. And that's kind of my focus on it, is that it's Sam Poulin getting a push with Drew O'Connor, who might start the season on the first line, and Rutger McGroarty, who also might start the season on the first line. And Sam Poulin getting that push with an NHLer and definitely the Penguins' top prospect. That sort of chemistry being built, at least between Poulin and McGroarty, is a good stepping stone for what could happen down the line. Not necessarily this season, but in a year or two, if Poulin is still around and proves to be an NHL player. And I just don't see it happening. But I think that's kind of where I stand on it. I absolutely want to see more of it, if that's kind of the answer you're looking for. Just don't know how much longer we will see it.
Yeah, you could take this line one of two ways if you're trying to read into it as to try to project out where any of these players will be. You can either read into it as, oh, O'Connor and McGroarty. They start the year on the third line, put in whoever the third line center ends up being. I like that. I want to see O'Connor, McGroarty at the NHL level. I want to see those two terrorize defensemen because both of them are hounds on the forecheck. I want to see that. The question I have is, how well would this work offensively, right? McGroarty is young, never played professional hockey. O'Connor was good offensively last year, but was he driving play enough to be able to carry a 20-year-old? I mean, it depends on who they put in the middle, too. Kevin Hayes would go a long way in playmaking and setting up for these two. But I'm interested to see how that would work. The other way you could look at this is Sam Poulin is likely Wilkes-Barre Scranton's top-line center to start the season. If McGroarty doesn't make the NHL roster, he's not playing on any other line but the first line. You might be trying to build some of that already for the beginning of the season. So you can look at it from two ways. I'm a little shocked that this is where Poulin surfaced in the first day of practice. I don't know where I expected him, to be completely honest. He's a name that kind of floated to the back of my mind, but seeing him up here with the biggest offseason acquisition of McGroarty and the one player that had the biggest surprise impact last year in Drew O'Connor is a little bit shocking. I mean, you have a first-line player, you have a top prospect, and then you have Sam Poulin, who a lot of people are saying this is a make-or-break season for him, and a lot of people are expecting it to be a break.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying there. And that's kind of why I want to see more of all three of these guys.
Yeah.
It's just, you're right. I am also a little surprised to see Sam Poulin being given this kind of push this early.